Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. I am your host, Mortanius, and we are back with some more Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition on the Xbox Series X. I guess my brain's calling out for Ghost of Tsushima. When we last left off, we had finally managed to acquire this mysterious Reaper IFF from this Reaper corpse floating over a planet, apparently for the last 37 million years, if it didn't happen to just drift into its orbit at some point or another over the course of those 37 million. Unfortunately, the entire Cerberus crew that was sent to acquire it, as well as research the corpse of the Reaper, was subsequently indoctrinated and killed themselves. Or each other. And they chose to prostrate themselves as if they were praying to a deity. Needless to say, it was an experience. Brings into question whether or not potential god myths of any kind in any civilization have any truth, or if they came specifically from those species, or maybe the Reapers themselves. But I guess we'll have to figure that one out as we go. So if you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube, both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links to my Twitch to get to my YouTube, follow the links to my YouTube to get to my Twitch, and wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night, and get comfortable. Let's get into this. It's funny, I actually got kind of started a little fast. I think I might have jumped the gun on not mentioning the time of recording. But if I didn't, I'll just go ahead and add it again. 12:06 a.m. Tuesday, March 11th, 2025. From Oriana Lawson. Hope this is the right Commander Shepard. There are other Commander Shepards. I mean, it's not like Shepard's a unique name and Commander's a unique rank, but I'm Oriana. My sister only told me a little, but I don't think it occurred to her that I'm as smart as she is. I poked around a little and found an information broker who got me this address. I got to thank her, but I never got to thank you for helping me. My parents don't really understand it, but I know how much Miranda did. How many little things over the years were her looking out for me. I'm not going to tell them. I still want to go to school and get some degrees, but I wanted you to know that I know you saved me. I had a guardian angel all these years. I don't know if my sister has anybody. She said that she's working for you, and it was pretty clear that you were doing something dangerous. Make sure she comes back alive, okay? Oriana. P.S. Don't tell her I sent you this. It will just make her angry. P.P.S. Miranda, quit looking at Shepard's messages. Oh, don't act like you don't. It's what I do. Which means it's what she does. At home, more than likely. From the Elusive Man, encrypted message. Shepard, I'm pleased that you were able to recover the Reaper IFF, and I've sent EDI all the necessary protocols to get it integrated successfully into the Normandy systems. With luck, this will give us the ability to get through the Omega-4 relay and take the fight to the Collectives on our own terms. Should also allow you to mass produce them. I've been notified about the intact Geth and your decision to keep it. If you believe that it can be trusted, then go ahead and activate it. Just make sure that EDI is adequately protected against any hacking attempts. It's not necessarily a decision I would have made, Shepard, but this is your call. You've already cast a wide net in your recruiting efforts, and if the Geth are willing to fight the Collectives, then we can use them on the team. I trust you to get the job done, whatever it takes.
We have a Geth down in the AI core. It makes me a little uneasy. I hope you don't activate him, but you would know best.
He wouldn't dare come up here. Disrespect you. He'd never make it off the ship.
Is there anything I should know?
Nothing right now. Anything else, Commander?
That'll be all.
Good luck out there, Shepard.
Kasumi, what you think of the Geth?
There you are.
Okay.
My heart goes out to Miranda and her sister. That's a rough situation.
Yes, it is. Even more so because our parents don't know. And as such, the occasional random assassin or whoever might pop up, if anybody actually does, they may not even know why. And the father may inadvertently believe it's his fault, just for the simple fact of taking care of a family.
Good thing you broke up that catfight between Jack and Miranda. I was afraid they'd tear a hole in the hull.
Yeah, if we were on solid ground, it'd be a different conversation. But, I mean, out here in the deep black, you know. No.
I'm not really sure what to do with myself. Not much call for thievery aboard a ship.
Yeah, you can't really go anywhere when you steal something, huh? It's one of those useful aspects of not being on ground.
Come back later. I'm sure I'll have more to talk about.
How about you give me a minute, because I'm about to wake up a killer robot. That's a part of the same group that, I spent the whole first game fighting. If it wasn't him, it was Krogans, and if it wasn't Krogans, it was humans, and if it wasn't humans, it was Saren. Oh, and Ragnar, yeah. Can't forget the intelligent space bugs. Those crazy Tyranids. Okay. I've consumed my liquid makes sense of all this. See if I can get there before it wears off.
Ten Hut! I'm turning this thing back on. Be ready. Aye aye.
I have isolated our systems and erected additional firewalls. I am prepared to resist any hacking attempt.
It's alive. It's alive.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Are you going to attack me?
No.
No, smart enough not to start nothing on the other side of a force field you can't do anything with.
You said my name aboard the Reaper. Have we met?
We know of you.
You mean I've fought a lot of Geth?
We have never met.
No, you and I haven't. But I've met other Geth.
We are all Geth, and we have not met you. You are Shepard, Commander, Alliance, human, fought heretics, killed by collectors, rediscovered on the old machine.
You seem to be aware of quite a bit.
Old machine? You mean the Reaper?
Reaper, a superstitious title originating with the Protheans. We call those entities the old machines.
Well, considering the age of the Reaper we were just on, it's very apropos.
You seem to know an awful lot about me.
Extranet data sources, insecure broadcasts, all organic data sent out is received. We watch you.
You watch me or you watch organics?
Yes,
Which?
both.
What do you mean, heretics?
Geth build our own future. The heretics asked the old machines to give them the future. They are no longer part of us. We were studying the old machines' hardware to protect our future.
Want to stand on your own 2 Ethernet cables, huh? I can respect it.
Are the Reapers a threat to you, too?
Yes,
Interesting. You'd think they wouldn't be, especially since they had Geth working for them.
Why would they attack other machines?
we are different from them, outside their plans.
What future are the Geth building?
Ours.
Uh-huh. That would make sense, since you're building a future for the Geth. So,
Will anyone else be affected by whatever it is you're doing?
If they involve themselves, they will.
will there be any way to not involve themselves? Say, on their own home planet?
So you aren't allied with the Reapers?
We oppose the heretics. We oppose the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the old machines. Shepard Commander opposes the heretics. Cooperation furthers mutual goals.
Are you asking to join us?
Yes,
Then what should I call you?
Geth.
I mean you, specifically.
We are all Geth.
What is the individual in front of me called?
There is no individual. We are Geth. There are currently 1,183 programs active within this platform.
My name is Legion, for we are many.
Well, there it is.
Well, that seems appropriate.
Christian Bible, the Gospel of Mark, chapter 5, verse 9. We acknowledge this is an appropriate metaphor. We are Legion, a terminal of the Geth. We will integrate into Normandy. We anticipate the exchange of data.
Doing a little bit of digging, folks. So, my name is Legion, for we are many is a quote from the Bible. Mark chapter 5, verse 9. In the the shortest detail. In this passage, Jesus asks a demon-possessed man his name, and the demon replies with this statement: Better explanations is the demon's name Legion indicates that there are many spirits within the man, not just one. The word Legion comes from the Roman military unit of the same name, which typically contains around 5,000 soldiers. The demon's name may have been chosen to associate the spirits with the Roman military or to show that Jesus is stronger than the Romans. Quote also reveals the demon's true nature, demonstrates Jesus' authority over demons, and emphasizes Jesus' sovereignty over demons. The demon asks Jesus not to send him and his spirits away from the area. Jesus allows the demon to enter a herd of swine, which then run into the sea and drown. The swine thing was what drew my attention. It's been years since I've had to have to think about this particular passage, but yeah, and now you know why he has his name / where he got it from, or where we decided to get it from.
Shepard Commander.
Still very apropos.
I have questions about the Geth.
Specify.
We need every advantage if this mission is going to succeed. Is there any technology the Geth can share with us?
Limited code development is approved. We need to access your FTL-COM system to download relevant data.
EDI, let Legion through the firewalls for a minute.
Very well, Shepard.
Now check this out. Custom Widow rifle. Legion gets a Widow anti-material rifle. With enough raw resources and access to the Armory Lab, an advanced sniper rifle compatible only with Legion can be produced. If you were a soldier and you wanted a sniper rifle, or if you were an infiltrator and wanted a sniper rifle, when you got to the collector ship and they gave you a choice of a new weapon type or just a new weapon, you can take this too. Oh, it does work, children. Unfortunately, it's a single shot type,
Shepard Commander.
which wouldn't be so bad. 1 second. Sorry about that. It wouldn't be so bad, except you don't really get much ammo for it. Ain't nothing like a bolt action
I have
rifle.
questions about the Geth.
Specify.
But who we?
Did Sovereign contact the Geth, or did you seek it out?
Nazara, the entity you called Sovereign, signaled us. Like the Geth, the old machine listened to organic radio transmissions. It knew of our war against the creators. Nazara contacted many species over the millennia, seeking allies.
How did it do that? How did it fool people? And his name was Nazara?
Some of the Geth followed Sovereign. The heretics.
The heretics accepted their technology. The old machines offered to give us our future. The Geth will achieve their own future.
I understand precisely what he's saying. He either doesn't understand or he doesn't understand it in context of AI.
What difference does it make how you acquire a certain technology?
Technology is not a straight line. There are many paths to the same end. Accepting another's path blinds you to alternatives. Nazara, Sovereign, said this itself. Your civilization is based upon the technology of the mass relays, our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire.
I was gonna say, we have been told this, Shepard. It hasn't been that long. It's been that long for everybody else. We were taking a nice nappy poo.
What did you call Sovereign?
Nazara, that was what the programs within the Reaper called themselves. Sovereign was a title given by Saren Arterius. Saren and the heretics believed Nazara to be a supreme ruler, a sovereign.
I don't know if it matters or if they just came up with it. Excuse me, but the only reference I have to the name /word Nazara is the Hindi word, translates to view, seen, or sighting in English. Put another way, the view from a particular place, especially when it is considered beautiful. Seeing the appearance of a place and its impression on you, and sighting, and the occasion when something is seen. So I guess that it could be, I consider myself beautiful. And then they do consider themselves to be the apex of evolution. So it probably fits.
Sovereign was one ship. You're saying there were multiple programs inside it?
One ship, one will, many minds, like the Geth. We study your records. Sovereign told you this on Ilos. We are each a nation, independent, free of all weakness, a state compelling to the Geth. We are a nation, but interdependent. Separation is our weakness.
Makes you wonder how they're separated inside those shells. Like, for us, we might have, well, ain't no might, we have computer programs laden all over the place, right? But we make it to where they can interact with each other, but they're not like a natural part of each other, right? He speaks of life forms, quote unquote, that are inside of a shell that do not overlap, but somehow merge properly, but just enough to still maintain, I guess, you-ness, right? Put another way, if Legion hooks back up to all the Geth and then unhooks, he's still Legion.
I'm surprised you can speak. The Geth I fought before just made a stuttering sound.
We prefer direct digital transfer. Geth network communication travels at light speed. Human hardware does not support this method. Your analog oral communication is inefficient.
I mean, we know it's inefficient, but it's what we got. On top of that, we like it. I'd rather somebody not crawl through my skull just to have a conversation with me. I don't care if what I know is the secret to saving the entire universe from every problem that has ever and will ever exist in this universe and any other multiverse. Or if it's the recipe for my favorite chicken noodle soup that's literally all over the galactic extranet, so everybody else knows it. I don't care. It's in my head. It's in my home. It's behind my doors. Do not come in here wiping your feet, shitting in on my floor, and rummaging through my fridge.
Do Geth have a government?
Not as you understand. We are all Geth. We build consensus.
Most governments do.
Organic governments impose consensus from a single point of view in autocracies, by codifying the most broadly acceptable average of views in democracies.
So what makes the Geth different?
Data is shared between Geth. All viewpoints are considered. Consensus is achieved as data is disseminated.
That must take a long time.
It would for organics. We communicate at the speed of light.
Light has its limitations, my friend.
Did Sovereign contact the Geth, or did you seek it out?
Nazara,
Okay.
Nazara contacted many species over the millennia, seeking allies.
I'm surprised you could...
Human hardware does
Anything
not
know
support this
about
method.
that? Nope.
Your analog
I'd like to ask
world-
about something. I'd like to find out more about you.
We are building a consensus. Please try again later.
I have to get back to work.
Acknowledged.
Yep. It is.
What's this area of the ship?
This is the AI core room, where my higher functions are housed.
You're not mobile, are you? You can't get out of here?
I have minimal access to the ship's systems. Direct landlines allow me to interface with the security monitors and public address system. In combat, I am provided temporary access to the electronic warfare systems.
So this is where your brain is, huh? Alright. Now I know where to go if I need to grab my wrench. Garrus was not speaking. Miranda just... I don't know. She might... Since we did just do the IFF, she might have something to say.
Commander, what can I do for
You
you?
have a minute, Miranda?
Of course. I'd been meaning to speak with you, in fact.
That was a weird scene. The hell was that?
I wanted to apologize. I didn't fully believe you'd be up to the task, and it seems I was wrong. Frankly, based on what I've seen, I wish Cerberus had recruited you earlier.
Like, did y'all get, like, what was, like, what? Was that supposed to be for the folks who enjoy feet or something? Like, what the hell was that?
I trust you, but I don't trust Cerberus. Your experiments crossed the line.
All the time, yes. But I recall a Spectre who crossed a few lines while hunting down Saren and the Geth. And we'd be lucky to have you. Too many join us out of simple xenophobia. We need more people here for the right reasons.
Now that I will agree with. The concept of Cerberus, I'm 100% behind. Humanity's bulwark, some sort of defense. If we're out in the galaxy, we obviously have our primary military, which is, you know, the Alliance, but we kind of need our ghosts, unfortunately. That's just the way existence works. You need those counter people. You always need those counter people. If ever we get to a point where civilizations in our galaxy don't need any of that, that would be beautiful. But then you have to wonder, there's another galaxy over there, and another one, and a few 100 billion more. So are they going to come to the same consensus, or do we kind of not start fights, but, you know, keep our gloves up, so to speak? On top of xenophobia, and that's always been the main issue that we all have with Cerberus. Your capabilities are quite impressive, but they usually require you to cross quite a few lines, and quite a few of those lines are easier to cross because of the xenophobia.
What was Cerberus trying to prove by experimenting on children like Jack?
A mistake, no question. Not mine. And one that was corrected once we discovered the extent of the experiments being performed.
I always wonder about that. Because at the end of the day, you say the extent, but the extent could just as easily have been, 1% more, not 1% more deaths or 1% more, fights or something, or 1% more drugs. Just, 1% more people asking about what was going on around here. Why are all our children disappearing all of a sudden? Not to mention the way Jack would tell it, quite a few kids would show up in those containers and wouldn't actually be breathing. Which means they were just chucked in there and left to starve. The human body can only function for so long. It's 3 minutes without air, 3 days without water, 3 weeks without food. We're surprisingly tough, but surprisingly fragile.
I saw your bases years ago. You were using Rachni, Thorian creepers, even husks to make your own army.
The husks were already dead, the Thorian creatures were mindless, and the Rachni were abandoned once we understood their intelligence. We weren't breeding an army, we were breeding expendable shock troops for high-risk scenarios. How many soldiers died in Saren's attack on Eden Prime? How many would have lived if we'd had just a dozen Rachni soldiers on our side?
That's part of the problem. Those disposable shock troops? Yeah, that concept rarely works well for the shock troops. Hence the disposable part. And then you have zombies. You want to learn more about what's going on in terms of the husks, that's one thing. But you then trying to make human husks? Because you notice where you're going with this. What, are you just gonna find husks from across the galaxy and make an army of a few 100,000? Or are you going to supply yourself? What if our greatest soldier could fight on after death? Huskification. On a store near you. Ugh. And then it would be, well, you don't have to bury your grandmother. Go ahead and give her a huskification. You can keep her around the house. She can even keep the kids busy. Thorian creepers, same thing. Zombies. You don't mess with zombies. The Rachni, swarmers. You don't mess with swarmers. I'll mess with zombies before I mess with swarmers.
With your intelligence, you could have landed any job you wanted. Why choose this?
Because I still envy the time Morden spent with the Special Tasks Group, working with people as smart as he was. Cerberus never tells me that something is impossible. They give me my resources and say do it. And they've given you even more. A new life, a new ship, the elusive man's personal attention.
Funnily enough, well, I'll lay that be. Let me see. A game that I think needs modding on console. Also, welcome back to the game, Ezra. I don't know. I have to think about that. Have to really think about that. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to put some time into that. I wouldn't mind seeing the Batman Arkham series modded for console. But to be honest, don't really need it. Now, here's something funny about the game. If I'm remembering where I'm at right now correctly. If I'm remembering correctly.
What? You disapprove?
No, I'm just impressed. You're... well, look at you. A kid from the slums of Earth. No family, little formal education. And you've done more than I could. Despite everything my father did to make me perfect, you're the best humanity has to offer.
Does it always have to come back to your father's genetic tailoring?
This is what I am, Shepard. I can't hide it. The intelligence, the looks, even the biotics. He paid for all of them. Every one of your accomplishments is due to your skill. The only things I can take credit for are my mistakes.
Wait a minute. Are you jealous?
Don't be absurd.
The genetic mutt that the elusive man put in charge. That must sting.
First, it's not a competition. Second, based on your combat records, you're practically a perfect bloody human specimen.
Perfect human specimen, huh?
Don't get cocky. I'm the one who put you back together, remember? And I do damn good work.
You certainly do.
What the hell was that? Okay, this doesn't mean anything. We just... God, I need to think. I'll talk to you later. And stop smiling, damn it.
Classic. She's the type that needs tension. And constantly likes that she needs grounding. That's what that is. She needs grounding. Her genetics are constantly in her mind. She needs grounding. Oh yeah, most do not expect that you can actually throw that little scene right there. Cyberpunk being modded though, huh?
No messages for you.
I don't know, I'd have to think about it. I'd have to really think about it. Dark Arisen being modded? What I wouldn't mind is them modding Resident Evil 2 and 3, specifically 2, the remake. Since they chose to do it a little different and have it to where you didn't have the switch up of story like you initially did in the original games. Add the switch up of story, bring the content to the modern day, modern graphics. If possible, even get the voice actors and actresses to chip in. And then all of a sudden, it goes from being a modded project to an actual thing. Oh, Dark Arisen needing to be updated with its custom character creator. Yeah, its character creator wasn't bad, but it definitely does need an overhaul. There are some things that were done in like the earlier iteration of the game that do need to be revamped. Trying to. I don't know if I'm trying to have her half slim. I will let you take heavy overload. Memory serves, Garrus has no, actually, regardless of what I do, she's going to have at least 1 into slam. I'm fine with that then. Well, wait a minute. She'd be left over with 1, unfortunately. So yeah, no. I'll just max out the top 3 and then add to the other. Yeah. I don't know if I switched Zaid up. Modded Divinity Original Sin 2. I need to play through Divinity Original Sin 1. I don't usually play games like that, and they're right up my alley in terms of what I like. It's just those are games you gotta sit down for. You gotta rewrite your whole brain for games like that. If that's what I'm trying to do, that's what I'm trying to do. But usually that's not what I'm trying to do. Like, let's say I was to stream a game like that. We're talking 20 episodes at least before I do any switching. I'd have to focus down on how the mechanics work entirely. I need to get my hands used to what I'm dealing with. Oh, nope, nope, nope. No deviations. No time for it. No time. See, now I'm on a dangerous clock. Any deviation shall be a problem to the worst degree. Not gonna spoil how, just that it will. So it needs some reworking, huh? Where are you? You know what? I want to take Grunt with me, but I'm not gonna do that. And it's funny, whenever I play games like this, I like to think about who I take with me in terms of the actual experience they get in their universe. So for me, this would be perfect for Grunt to get some experience fighting Geth, since he hasn't. But we're gonna take Zaid because he has disruptor ammo. Perfect for shields, synthetics, and weapons. Alright. Legion starts out with a 525 shield. Do you hear me? My barrier is only now at 382. If I activate my heavy barrier, it'll double it, but yeah. 375 for Zaid. AI hacking turns synthetic enemies against their own allies. Memory serves, as an engineer, you get this ability too. Temporarily hacks a synthetic enemy to attack its former allies. 12-second recharge, 5-second duration. Level 2 turns temporarily hacks a synthetic enemy so it will attack its former allies. Also generates a temporary shield around the hacked target so it can fight more effectively. 7-second duration with 200 points of shields. Level 3, same with 9-second duration and 350 points of shield. Like immediately, we already talking about like a strong shield. Geth Infiltrator augments Legion's combat skills and weapon damage, improves its recharge time. Legion continually upgrades its combat matrices, improving its health, weapon damage, and the recharge time of its powers. 5% increase to health, 6% to weapon damage, and 6% decrease in power recharge time. Alright. Combat drone. Command your very own battle drone. As an engineer, you do get one of these. Spawns a tech drone to draw enemy fire. The tech drone can electronically stun targets briefly and damage their shields. Only one drone can be active at a time. 30-second recharge, 18-second duration, and recharge for the drone's attack is every 4 seconds. Level 2. Improvements to the drone keep it flying longer, make it more durable, and increase the frequency of its attacks. Same duration. 3.7 seconds for cooldown for attacks this time, with an extra 120% health. We'll go with Geth Assassin. Legion has become an expert at disassembling organics and synthetics alike, increasing his weapon damage. Max out combat drone. Explosive drone. Your combat drone is rigged to explode when destroyed, pulsing energy that inflicts high damage to all nearby targets. I'll switch that up to the attack drone later, because it's actually an ability Tali gets as well. Let me see. Drone health is the same, but the pulse radius is 6 meters and the damage is 100 and Yeah, 100 points. All right. Jesus. All right. All that out the way. No. I didn't spend all that for you not to be using that widow. Don't argue with me. I will send you back to the ship. It'd be a good combination. Souls, Dragons, Dogma, and Cyberpunk. Especially if those companies would actually come together. It'd actually be a pretty good combination. Yeah, I'd heard they canceled that, or they were still going back and forth with that Wonder Woman game. Not that they had canceled it yet. Oh, well, she was meaning that I'm basically perfectly a perfect human specimen. I came from the worst circumstances, but I pulled myself up. Came from the slums, no formal education. I taught myself. Joined the military at 18, made commander, proven to be a professional, proven to be one of the deadliest people in this galaxy, and had proven to also not just throw people's lives away left, right, and center, while also being extremely attractive.
Shepard, our data indicates that Tali is somewhere in these ruins. There is considerable Geth activity and an environmental hazard. Solar output has overwhelmed Hastrom's protective magnetosphere. Exposure to direct sunlight will damage your shields.
Yep. Excuse me. And what I like about that statement
Change weapon.
is they mean it. Who is that?
They're through my shield.
They sure are, Shep. They sure are. Y'all just waiting on me,
Rated
huh?
shield performance.
Even Calliston wasn't this bad. Fight from the shade.
Guess we'll fight in the shade, huh?
Order received.
Got it.
Yeah, it is more immersive, but in this day and age, it's sad, but it's understandable why they cheapened out on Dragon Dogma's 2 story. And plus, you also got to remember, it's not the same people at all times who are there.
Change
The
weapon.
ones there now might not necessarily be any of the ones who were there, and even if they are, their politics may have changed, or the people upstairs may have changed a few rules.
Emergency login. The Geth are here. I've stayed to buy the others time. Anyone who gets this, find Talizor. She and that data are all that matters. Kill us alive.
The devs don't always get to choose exactly what they get to add to each aspect of the story. Sometimes they will have to make quite a few cuts based on budget and based on shareholders, what the upstairs folks have to say, current politics of the day, so on and so forth. Just activated my barrier. I'm up to 633 because of my barrier being active. Otherwise, I'm at 3 something normally. But as a Geth, well, they always have more shields, but not as much health.
Targeting order process.
That was weird.
Order received.
Take it away.
Target contact. Ready for next target.
If y'all surviving them shots from that rifle, you kind of deserve to survive, at least until I get to you. I could see if that was the case in terms of what they were doing, testing the engine and on Dragon's Dogma 2, unfortunately. And then they were making both games at the same time. I don't know, I'd have to look at that, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was the case. They did the same thing with Mass Effect Andromeda and Anthem, and that's why both games are kind of in trouble now. It's because they split the crews and they half-assed everything. Seek.
Automated light weapon ring.
All right.
Acknowledged.
You got it.
No idea, Legion. No idea.
Shield performance degraded by heat. Recommend alternate route.
Okay.
Under fire.
Nothing like a little asshole to harass you. I wouldn't have turned my back. No.
Long-range target neutralized.
Whoa. Got to go.
Target contact.
All right.
Loud and clear.
Order received.
I'm not gonna even ask, Saeed. I heard it. It sounded extremely uncomfortable.
Targeting order processed.
Gotta love how even the Geth are having problems. Wonder if the regular Geth are having problems. As in the enemy Geth, rather. Maxed out, so.
Order received. Close formation.
Oh yeah. Excuse me. It's hard not to be disappointed with the way they did quite a few of these games. Now, especially nowadays, with all the resources out there, it's like, man,
Got your back.
y'all could kill. The stuff that you could make would be wild. But it doesn't seem to matter to them, unfortunately.
Target contact.
Yeah, that's what happens when you turn your back. You get shot in it. Okay. Looks like we got here right when an execution happened. Oh, I hate this. It's the Tempest SMG. Good SMG to an extent, but wow. The reason why I hate it. Yeah. This will be fun. It's honestly powerful. It's just that lack of accuracy.
Op 1, this is Squad Leader Cal Rieger. Come in, over.
This is Commander Shepard of the Normandy. Can we provide assistance?
Patch your radio into channel 617 Theta. We run a stealth mission, high risk. We found what we were after. The Geth found us. They've got us pinned down. Can't get to our ship. Can't transmit data through the solar radiation.
Cold. So they can't even get rid of the data even if they have to die down here. And you can just hear Geth chatter in the back.
What's the status of your team? How many of you are left?
We were a small squad, dozen Marines plus the science team. We're down to half strength now. Made the synthetic bastards pay for it, though.
Yes, sir. Yeah, in the end, it's hard not to get disappointed with quite a few of the games that are released and how they're released. I do recommend going back and checking out like quite a few of the games that did start out with like have a rough start. Mass Effect Andromeda, Anthem, they are better than they started, even though they've effectively been left on the shelf. But now we are starting to see, excuse me, a return to Mass Effect, and even a return to Mass Effect Andromeda in little bits and ways. So, you know, if we're lucky, maybe they'll take it back off the shelf and actually finish what they started, as well as continue on. We can only hope. But now we're getting a chance to see quite a few games that were never actually created or didn't get the chance to see the light of day actually get the chance now. So, you know, good and bad, unfortunately. It's just a lot more bad than it is good.
What brought you this deep into Geth-controlled space?
You're asking the wrong person, Shepard. I just point and shoot. Something about the sun. It's going bad faster than it should. Some kind of energy problem.
Interesting.
Any idea where the Geth came from?
One of their patrol ships found us. Dropships started raining Geth down on our heads before we could get off-world. Systems under Geth control. We knew they made planetary sweeps periodically. We hoped going low emissions would hide us.
Okay. That explains it. Under Geth control. I'm like, well, why would they be patrolling?
Do we have to worry about the Geth sending in reinforcements?
I don't think so. Their patrol ship hasn't lifted off again. The radiation blocks all off-world communication.
So as much as it's hurting you, it's hurting them too. That works out. And then the Geth wouldn't think tactically. Send this squad in a shuttle to get the message out and then have them return.
How are you holding up? We can be there in a few minutes.
Take it slow and careful. Direct sunlight fries our shields all to hell. We're bunkered down at base camp across the valley. I left Tali'Zorah at a secure shelter, then doubled back to hold the choke point. Getting Tali out safely is our top priority. If you can extract her, we'll keep him off you.
You've got confirmation that the Geth haven't reached Tali yet?
Affirmative. Left my best men with her. When you get here, you can talk to her on the comm. Every Marine on this rock is sworn to protect Tali'Zorah. As long as one of us is still drawing air, she'll be safe.
You're gonna throw your life away for research?
Negative. I give my life for the migrant fleet. All the difference in the world. I'm no tech expert, Shepard. I'm a Marine. They tell me to shoot. I shoot. They said to protect Tali and the data. You get him out safe. I've done my job.
I know what that's like, my friend.
Hold position. We'll hit their back ranks.
Wait, watch your ass. We got a dropship coming in. Crap, doorway's blocked. Grab the demo charges in the buildings nearby. Use them to clear a path.
All right.
Shepard, I have scanned the area and located the demolition charges the Quarry Commander mentioned.
Put it on my radar.
You will need both sets of charges to clear the rubble.
Hell of a shot.
Guess that explains that.
Acknowledged.
Loud and clear.
Unfortunately, with this SMG now, I've got to resort back to close range SMG combat. Stop screaming at me.
Light weaponry.
Stuck on something.
That's clear.
Up on Temtem fast.
Firing an impact gun.
Targeting order process.
What the? Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this thing feels good. I forgot how good it used to feel, especially with that rapid fire, boy. The the Locust is the best SMG you can get. That sound, that feel, it is the assassin's tool for real. But boy, oh boy.
Adjust aim, Shepard Commander.
There's nothing like the Vector in the Mass Effect universe. And that's exactly what that is.
We need a core sample to get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase, but our equipment keeps dying on us. Shepard once used a mining laser to clear some rubble back on Therum. Maybe I can do something similar with demolition charges.
Why you bringing up old stuff?
We need a core sample to get a timeline on the rate of radiation increase, but our equipment keeps dying on us.
I wasn't trying to do that.
Shepard once used a mining laser to clear some rubble back on Therum. Maybe I can.
This is such a finicky spot.
Demolition charges.
Oh, okay, I guess they fixed it in the remaster. Good, because Jesus.
Affirmative. Assuming fortified position. Altering
Gentlemen.
position.
Legion.
Mitigating hostile fire.
Here we go.
Mitigating hostile fire. Acknowledged. Altering position. Yes.
Thou art not to move from that location. That's what was so finicky. And now that I remember, it wasn't that I couldn't get into position properly, it's that they couldn't. Oh, hold up. Take him. Geth Prime. They can use drones of their own.
No shield. Enemy drone. Got it.
Attacking target.
I don't think he's actually hitting.
Knowledge.
Stun locked. Well, thanks for stopping through, Azrael. Catch you another time.
Yes.
Switch up.
You got it.
Switch up.
After you.
Order received.
Off to you.
Automated light weaponry.
Ooh.
Attacking target.
Burn, baby, burn.
Target. Contact. Combustion compatible.
You got it.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Oh, this thing feels better than it did when I used to use it. So, okay. The locust is what you want for efficiency. This is what you want if you want to feel what you do.
Targeting order process. Yes.
On it.
You work for me now. Fine.
Yeah!
I said
Enemy disabled.
you serve me.
Sniper rifle neutralization. Order received. Close
Loud and clear.
formation. Affirmative.
Okay. I'm like, there should be ammo back here. Excuse me. Ah.
With Shepard Commander.
Lead the way. We got company.
Automated flight weaponry. Targeting order process.
Lock and load. Nice.
Yeah, it is nice when you find out barriers and shields can still get dusted by biotics.
It's next to impossible to get accurate solar measurements. The radiation keeps burning out our equipment. This sun shouldn't be like this. It was stable a few hundred years ago. Stars don't die that quickly.
No, they don't. If it was stable, no, they don't. No, I mean, if it was stable, then no, that couldn't be what's going on here. You don't go from stable to unstable as a star unless there's something in the map that we haven't found yet. Quite possible and quite plausible, but I doubt that's what's going on here. Now, you don't always want to be picking up all of this stuff on this map on Haestrom. And that's because we're going to be fighting through a few times. Well, you already seen it. We picked up for the first bomb and had to fight back out. Same is going to happen again. But, you know, we don't need it like that. It is what it is. Man mode it and get it done.
On my way.
Affirmative. Assuming fortified position.
Why would you go around the front to do that?
Under fire.
There you are. Everyone must know that you serve me.
Targeting order processed.
That's called getting on somebody's nerves. Did you enjoy the drone I sent up there?
Shot this shot.
Automated flight weapon.
Oh, you done did it now. All of that from warp on the highest difficulty. Setting aside losing what was left to get down to the health bar. All of that from warp. Heavy warp, but warp. 2 shields. What's my thumb doing? Yeah. Since that's
Here we
the
go.
way,
Following.
good opportunity
Affirmative.
to refill
Up
some
to
of my
you.
heavy ammo from that fight earlier on the Reaper corpse. Aye, it burns.
Charges placed. Withdrawal advisable.
Sure. You're too close, huh, Zaid? All right, there, guy. Yeah, that pillow landed straight on them. And even if it didn't, that explosion dealt with whatever was left.
Following.
On my way.
No, I'm not gonna do it. I could. I'm not gonna do it. I don't know. I guess he gonna do it on his own.
Creator architecture. This is the first example to be seen by organic eyes in 297 years.
Why the hell would the Quarrens come this far into Geth territory?
They hunting, and they want whatever it is they're here for.
Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
Tali's order to base camp. Base camp says it needs a minute.
This looks interesting.
Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
Yep. 1 minute.
Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
1 moment.
Our ancestors walked these halls with uncovered heads. The sun must have been normal back then. So much space. Walls of stone. It's amazing. I wish my friends could see it. I wish Shepard were here. Tali's order to base camp. Come in base camp.
It's tragic. It's very sufficiently tragic. Unfortunately, your people did it to themselves, but I mean, here we are.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Sorry, my barriers are up. I'm a little defensive right now.
Tally, it's Shepard. I'm sorry. Everyone here is dead. Any survivors must have fallen back.
We knew this mission was high risk. Damn it. And what are you doing here, Shepard? We're in the middle of Geth space.
I'm looking for you. I need an expert.
I was in the neighborhood. I thought you might need a hand.
Thanks for coming, Shepard. It means a lot to hear your voice. Call Rieger and what's left of the Marines got me into the observatory. From where you are, it's through the door and across the field. I got to the data I needed and I'm safe for now, but I've got a lot of Geth outside.
Okay.
What's this research you're after?
It's about this world's sun. It's aging faster than it should. I can tell you more about it once we've got fewer Geth shooting at us.
Save me. Then I'll give you what you want. No, I get it.
Would it help if I brought in the Normandy?
Doubtful. These buildings are centuries old. If you bring down heavy fire, this whole place could collapse on us.
Beautiful how any of it actually stands at all, and it's under constant gunfire. Still standing, but heavy fire and these are two different scales, but still impressive.
Is anyone else still with you, or are you alone out there?
Rieger had a team of Marines covering me when I ran for the observatory. At least some of them are still alive. I can hear them firing at the Geth outside.
There are quite a few Geth we've had to go through just on this planet alone. So they had to have been fighting for a while. There had to have been a great many Geth that we just haven't seen.
It looks like somebody sealed the door against the Geth and the console is damaged. Can you get it open on your end?
Let me see. Yes, I can do it. Here. Should be unlocked now. Be careful, Shepard, and please do what you can to keep Rieger alive.
Thank you. Alright, children. Let's go.
They've seen us.
I thought this was that area. I was trying to remember.
Everything's done. Engage possible camouflage systems.
Heretic drones. Right.
Targeting order process.
Here we go. Hell yeah.
Affirmative.
Loud and clear. There we go. That all you've got.
Okay.
Down you go.
Felt all that.
Target contact.
Just wanted to get something off before I got out of the sun. El Zaid. Genius level thinking there, guy. Genius level thinking.
Long range kill.
Don't know what I'd do without you.
Target process.
Didn't do as much as I would have liked, but I haven't put much into that ability anyway. So.
Enemy disabled.
Wonderful.
Target contact.
Hostile down. God, anyone else want some? Hell yeah.
What the? Oh, it's because I'm at an angle.
Order received. Close formation.
Holy moly donut shop.
Targeting order process. Targeting order process.
You know what? Don't know why I'm doing this.
Ready for next start. Threat neutralized.
Yep, and there's the issues with this weapon.
Targeting order processed.
Made manifest.
You got it.
Following.
Incoming. Anyone else? On my way.
Let's
Order
go,
received.
gentlemen.
Close formation.
Close that formation there.
Son of a bitch! Move!
Get down!
Tactical disadvantage. Recommend orbital fire support.
Huh? No. Did you not hear?
Over here! Get to cover!
I don't know about you, but I can smoke one of them things on foot.
Squad Leader Cal Rieger, Migrant Fleet Marines. We talked on the radio before that dropship arrived. You've got a gap! Right behind you!
We are allied with Shepard. We will fight the Geth units in this area.
You know, ordinarily that wouldn't fly with me, but I can't afford to be picky right now. Tally's inside over there. The Geth killed the rest of my squad, and they're trying to get to her. Best I've been able to do is draw their attention.
Love the reference to Legion. In case you folks are wondering, when you saw me sit and take cover, you noticed some pulse around my body. It's a part of that whole sort of interactive, well, not necessarily interactive, I might be using the wrong term, but sort of live cutscene function. My shields had just come all the way back up from the damage I took initially. So, yeah.
Are you sure she's still alive?
The observatory is reinforced. Even the Geth will need time to get through it. And it's hard to hack a door when someone's firing rockets at you. The Geth are near platoon strength, but the Colossus is the worst part. It's got a repair protocol. Huddles up and fixes itself.
Ugh.
I can't get a clear shot while it's down like that. I tried to move in closer, and one of the bastards punched a shot clean through my suit.
Robots fixing robots, and robots making robots. Stupid.
How bad is your suit damaged?
Combat SEALs clamped down to isolate contamination, and I'm swimming in antibiotics. The Geth might get me, but I'm not gonna die from an infection in the middle of a battle. That's just insulting.
I mean, look, I get what you mean. I get what you mean.
What can you tell me about the battlefield?
Right side's got a catwalk with a sniper perch. You can wreak some havoc from there, but none of my men made it past the Geth. Middle's got cover, but the damn Colossus has a clear shot at you the whole time, and you've got Geth coming in from both sides. The left gives you some cover from the Colossus, but your ass is hanging out for the Geth. That's how I got shot.
I can understand it. Should have stuck to the path I'm going to take.
Any ideas on how to deal with the Colossus?
Standard protocol with Arbiter-class units is to sabotage the shields and whittle it down, you know? Kill it with bug bites. But the repair protocol blows that plan to hell. You try to wear it down, it just huddles up and fixes itself. So whatever we do has to scrap that bastard fast. Probably means getting up close, past that cover.
Yep.
We need to get to Tally. Got any ideas?
Just one! I'm not moving so well, but I can still pull a trigger, and I got a rocket launcher that the sun hasn't fried yet.
You move in close. I'll keep the Colossus busy, maybe even drop its shields. With luck, you'll be able to finish it off.
You've done enough, Rieger. You don't need to throw your life away.
Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tali safe.
We don't have enough people on our side for you to take one for the team. Stand down!
I'm not gonna stand there while you run into enemy fire. They killed my whole squad.
And if you want to honor your squad, watch my back. I need you here in case they bring reinforcements.
All right, Shepard. We'll do it your way. Hit him for me. Keyless alive. Heads up.
Oh, bro, speak Marine to Marine. We got work to do. You got it. From here. Now, be careful. Do not talk to him, because if you talk to him, we will get him to do what it is he was trying to do. I don't know if you will get him killed that way, but you will get him to do what he was trying to do. He will help you every so and so on his own. But if you talk to him, he will go ahead and go with the other choice.
Automated flight from the bridge.
Alright.
Lead the way.
Acknowledged. Enemy hit.
Anyone else?
Whoa. Okay.
Alert.
Just my shield!
Huh. That's funny. That one actually started to attack Carl. Oh, Legion's down. Oh, Zaid, wow. I'll go ahead and revive you folks. Why in God's name Legion? I knew he was gonna do that. He oh Jesus, he went up there. Why? Oh. There is nowhere to begin. I don't know what's wrong with you. Cover, Legion, cover. Miss everybody with your desire for fire. Ah! I even let it go. Well, it happens.
I'll keep the Colossus busy. Wasn't asking your permission. My job is to keep Tali safe.
We don't have enough people on our
They
side
actually
for you to
have
take
it
one for the
saved
team.
during the
Stand down.
cutscene.
And if you want to honor your
Did not know that. That's funny.
Target contact.
Right there, gentlemen, since y'all seem to have problems with directions.
Moving to cover.
Crew of Normandy, best professionals in the galaxy.
Sit down.
Woo! Almost did not make it.
Change weapons. Rearming.
Automated flight weapon.
Change weapon. Switch up.
Aha, no.
Yes.
Lock and roll. Lock shield.
Order received. Close formation. Affirmative.
Here we go. On my way.
With Shepard Commander.
On my way.
With Shepard Commander.
Somebody's angry.
Target contact.
Zaid, right there. Right there. You have the shield dropping sniper rifle. Dude, use it.
Targeting order process.
Loud and clear.
Yes.
Here we go.
And that's the power of CQC, children.
Just a second. I locked the door to keep more guests from getting inside. There, that should do it.
Okay. Well, I'll see you momentarily. Then you can tell me what makes this so important that people are dead. Yay. To be honest, the shields actually do pretty good work considering how much damage they can take and what's actually happening to the planet from that solar radiation. It is legitimately impressive. Makes you wonder, sorry, I thought how strong shields would have been like in the Protheans' time and like before with the other species that like Liara has researched other than just the Protheans from like before the Protheans. Now check this out. Intact pulse rifle. Death pulse rifle acquired. Oh boy. Now, this thing. 520 rounds. Okay, it's I forgot it actually does have ammo. But look at this. That accuracy. It is nasty. And I am not touching the stick at all. That's just it firing down sights. This thing eats through shields, it eats through armor, it eats through barriers. It eats, do you hear me? Now when I find this gun, I'm usually in trouble because it's a fight between that or the Matic. Ooh, and I never know what to do.
Loud and clear.
Order received.
Tally! Well, one of your previous neighbors wanted to ask if he could borrow a cup of sugar.
Target contact.
Shepard, I can't believe you're... Geth, get down!
Hold it!
I forgot I had to stop that.
This Geth is on our side.
It's a Geth. They just killed a lot of my friends. How can you have one on your side?
I just set my controller down. I forgot I even had to stop that.
It's not like Saren's Geth. It doesn't worship the Reapers, and it wants to stop the Geth who do.
So it's just one of the friendly Geth that drove my people from their homeworld.
We do not intend physical harm to the creators at this time.
At this time.
Fine. We can talk about this later, Shepard. In private. This whole mission has been a disaster. I wish I'd joined you back on Freedom's Progress, but I couldn't let anyone take my place on something this risky.
I can respect that. Trust me. Couldn't let anybody take my place when we were going after Saren. Can't let anybody take my place now. And even if in the end you might not want to do something or be involved in something, to have somebody take your place, that's something that's always gonna irritate you. Like, let's say you had let's say you had superpowers or something, but you never wanted to use them. You wouldn't necessarily want somebody to take those superpowers because you wouldn't want them to bear the responsibility of those superpowers. Kind of the same thing.
A lot of Quarians lost their lives here. Was it worth it?
I don't know, Shepard. It wasn't my call. The Admiralty Board believed the information here was worth sacrificing all our lives for. I have to believe that they know what's best.
Well, I can respect that they may believe that they know what's best, and they may well know. We have no idea. But I didn't ask you about them. I asked you about you.
I didn't ask what some admiral thought. I asked what you thought.
A lot of people died here. Some of them were my friends. All of them were good at their jobs. That damn data better be worth it. The price was too high.
The whole good at their job reference is just a matter of like all Quarians needing to be useful for their flotilla, 17 million plus. So it's not to say like, oh, well, you know, other than like friends and whatnot, as she said, the whole job reference was just a way of saying skills like that will be hard to find again. And their people need skills. They really do.
What can you tell me about your research here?
Haystrom's sun is destabilizing. Back when this was a Quarian colony, it was a normal star. It shouldn't change that quickly.
Yep, so as was stated in that audio log, something is outright messing with it.
Any idea what's destabilizing the sun?
If I had to guess, I'd say that it was dark energy affecting the interior of the star. The effect is similar to when stars blow off mass to enter a red giant phase, but Haystrom's sun is far too young for this to be natural.
Interesting. Well, well, hold on, let me...
What can you tell me about your research here?
Haystrom's sun is destabilizing. Back when this was a Quarian colony, it was a normal star. It shouldn't change that quickly.
Has me wondering if somebody might be sacrificing their home world or their home system to a dark god. Makes me think of a star potentially becoming like a black hole.
Any idea what's destabilizing the sun?
If I had to guess, I'd say that it was dark energy affecting the interior of the star. The effect is similar to when stars blow off mass to enter a red giant phase. But Haestrom's sun is far too young for this to be natural.
Well, you know they say the worm loves us.
Whatever the reason, I'm glad I could help. Once you deliver that data, I could use you on the Normandy.
I promised to see this mission through. I did. I can leave with you and send the data to the fleet. And if the admirals have a problem with it, they can go to hell. I just watched the rest of my team die.
Maybe not the whole rest of your team, ma'am.
Rieger, you made it.
Your old captain's as good as you said. Damn Colossus never stood a chance.
That's what's up. And she says the whole they can go to hell, but what if they then turn around and say, well, do you want answers, Tali'Zorah? I bet that'll stop her smoothing the tricks. They may have validity here, or they may not. And that's the problem with people who tell you what to do, people who give command. You're not always going to have all the perspective. They're not always going to give you all the perspective, and sometimes you're not going to get the amount of perspective you should get, as well as the amount of perspective you need to get. It's hard to say, but what I will say is this. If whatever's going on with this star progresses, we could have a galaxy-wide problem worse than the Reapers. No world would be habitable. No system would be habitable. Glad to see you still kicking, though.
If need be, the Normandy can get you out of here, Rieger.
The Geth didn't damage our ship. As long as we get out of here before reinforcements show up, we'll be fine.
Actually, I won't be going with you. I'm joining Commander Shepard.
I'll pass the data to the Admiralty port and let them know what happened. She's all yours now, Shepard. Keep her safe.
That would be such a disgusting feeling. That would be such a disgusting feeling. Came with a full team plus scientists and everybody's dead. Other than him and Tali. The scientists are dead. The soldiers are dead. That would be such a disgusting feeling. To come with a full team and then to go back with an empty ship. Recruited Tali'Zorah for the team. Though loyal to Shepard, Tali'Zorah's antagonism towards Cerberus necessitates observation. Also sending recon units to examine Geth activities in case activities on Haestrom provoke action. Understandable. But what we just did could cause quite a few conflicts that ripple throughout the Geth hive mind. And they could just as easily see that as some sort of pretense to war and prep for it. Tempest. This submachine gun fires in long, deadly bursts, very effective against shields and biotic barriers, inaccurate at long range. As we've seen, yes, weak against armor. The Casa Locust, for instance, is good against everything. Upgrades the Shuriken machine pistol. The commonality of kinetic barriers has led to increased demand for rapid-fire weapons like the Tempest. Produced by Alanis Risk Control Services for the Eclipse Mercenary Band, the Tempest is an inexpensive but deadly addition to anyone's personal arsenal. It is. It's pretty much the SMG that you see a lot of Eclipse using on us. There's an SMG that you can get. It's not in this or the third game. It's in Andromeda. Oh boy. It is so nice. I wish it was in this one or at least the third one. But it's alright. Actually, I think it might have been in the third one, but I think you have to, like, pre-order it or something. I don't know. We'll have to see. Geth Pulse Rifle. This Geth weapon fires a rapid stream of high-energy phasing slugs, comparable to a Vindicator battle rifle. Very effective against shields and biotic barriers, moderately effective against armor. Geth Pulse Rifles are rarely retrieved from the battlefield, and when they are, the guns are generally functional and comparable to a stock assault rifle. Over time, however, they prove unreliable and difficult to repair. Attempts to replicate this weapon have failed, but the technology recovered from Haestrom could enable several of these weapons to be built for your squad. Two anomalies differentiate these Geth weapons from other stock assault rifles. First, the Mass Effect field generation technology follows a sin curve. It has a variable rate of fire. Second, its slugs are lighter than standard Avenger slugs, but they're encased in a phasic envelope. Overall, this weapon should be more effective against shields and barriers than a battle rifle. Against shields and barriers than a battle rifle, but will likely have less armor penetration capability. The assault rifle upgrade to get to 50% damage, 66,000 creds, 1,200 iridium. Me like it.
Cerberus saw footage of you in action, Tali'Zorah. We're looking forward to having you on the team. Your engineering expertise will really benefit the mission.
I don't know who you are, but Cerberus threatened the security of the migrant fleet. Don't make nice.
She said, I don't want to hear it. 2 years ago, I was that person who liked to make nice with randoms, regardless of what they might have as a badge or a name. Now, though, I shoot those people. As you can see, I've had some growing to do.
That's why you're here, Tali. I need people who aren't Cerberus. People I can trust.
I wasn't part of what happened to the migrant fleet, but I understand your distrust. I hope we'll get past that as we work together.
I assumed that you were undercover, Shepard. Maybe even planning to blow Cerberus up. If that's the case, I'll loan you a grenade. Otherwise, I'm here for you, not for them.
First, thank you. Second, you assume I'm not planning to blow up Cerberus. You don't know me, man. You don't know what I know, man.
If it helps, check out the Normandy while you're here. We've gotten a few upgrades.
I'll get Tali'Zorah the necessary security clearance to access our systems.
Please do. I can't be part of your team if I don't know how the ship works. Remember, Shepard, these people thought enslaving Thorian creepers and Rachni was a good idea. I'll be in engineering.
We had that conversation.
Don't forget to introduce yourself to EDI, the ship's new artificial intelligence.
Looking at him like, bitch, did you really just say that to me? Meet the AI, huh? We're not shooting people today. We're not shooting people today. Boy, she was looking for any opportunity. He said something. I'll get her the necessary clearance. Yes, you will. Unless you want problems and me not to be able to help around here. Yeah, I will take that clearance and a few antiviral injections. Don't you concern yourself about that last one though.
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
Yeah, kind of figured. Transfer request approved. Admiralty Board, Migrant Fleet. Commander Shepard, per Tali'Zorah Voss Nima's request included with her data delivery from Haestrom, the Admiralty Board has approved her transfer to your command. She's been informed that additional duties to the Migrant Fleet may still be necessary on occasion, but has been given extended leeway to determine when her mission with you is considered complete. This choice was hers, but your role as de facto captain during the pilgrimage may have caused her to be more susceptible to your requests. The Admiralty Board trusts that you will not treat your new crew member with the respect due an honored member of the fleet. Should any harm come to her due to negligence on your part, this board will take severe and appropriate action. Admiral Rael Zora, Migrant Fleet Admiralty Board. Rael Zora, Tali'Zorah. So her father, yes. Well, I'll take that as just a father saying, look out for my baby girl or I'll break your knees. That whole honored member of the fleet, I wonder if that's just what you would say in terms of their whole fleet period, just saying the whole, respect the sovereignty of our people as we respect the sovereignty of yours. Or if that's because she is the daughter of an admiral on the Admiralty Board. Remember, she established that her father was a part of the Admiralty Board at the time, the Conclave.
had a wonderful chat with your friend Tally. She's not what I expected from her psych report. I like her.
Yeah, she good people, but she is not in the mood for people. Not right now.
Tally's a good friend. We've been through a lot together.
My female intuition says she wants to be more than just good friends.
Well, y'all, I wouldn't exactly call it intuition. I'd say you watched her body language and listened to how she actually spoke to me versus how she speaks to other people. I can respect that.
What makes you say that?
It's in her body language. How she turns to you when you enter the room. How she watches your every move. Quarians are so fascinating to me, but they also make me a little sad.
Why do they make you sad?
Their environment suits are so beautiful, but with their immune systems, they're trapped inside. I wonder what they look like under those helmets, or what their skin feels like under those suits.
I'll go ahead and ask this question.
Are you attracted to other species?
Well, part of my job is predicting the motives and feelings of humans and aliens. Intimacy brings understanding. And passion is nice wherever you find it. Character matters, not race or gender. Anything else, Commander?
I mean, I can respect what you're saying, but those things do matter, okay? Nobody's trying to pour salt, but if you have two bulls, well, somebody's gonna have to step to the side a bit. All right, you can't be pulling in two different directions. You're gonna have to be unified on something, otherwise it ain't gonna work. You'll constantly butt heads.
Is there anything I should know?
Legion would like to speak to you in the AI core on the crew deck. Anything
Yeah.
else, Commander?
That'll be all.
I'll be here if you need anything.
There's no way for something like that to not cause problems. You have to. That in order for there to be a number one, or rather, in order for there to be a number two, there has to be a number one. Doesn't mean that number two is bad or like a failure or any nonsense that a lot of people think nowadays. No, it just means different. Quite literally, just different. Doesn't mean exactly equal either, and that's not a bad thing.
Commander, Legion would like to talk with you.
Because both sides actually like that reality. But there can't be two captains. There just can't be two captains. It's not. Reality does not function like that. It never has. You show me any place it does, and I'll show you one of three things: an anomaly for now, or a lie.
Gabby, you'd say the Normandy is a she and not a he, right?
Of course. Normandy's the sweetest girl there is.
And Edie's a she. Tally's definitely a she.
What are you getting at, Kenneth?
I'm just saying I'm feeling a wee bit threatened here. A lot of female energy, and I'm just one man.
You're such a dick.
See? Look where your mind went. I've got to watch out for myself.
Yeah, brother, I can respect that. And plus, you mad, but you know full well he ain't wrong. And you know full well that's why you like him, among other things.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Can you do anything to give the Normandy an edge over a collector ship?
Definitely. With the right supplies, I can fortify our shields. The Collectors cut through the Normandy's barriers immediately last time. My upgrades might give us a better chance.
Okay. You know what? Let me see now. Okay. We have the entire crew. So yes, it is time for our upgrades, children. Solaris Armor Tech. This Asari-made Solaris armor upgrade is attached to the ship's superstructure. This will help the ship hold together if hit by a blast powerful enough to penetrate its shields. Normandy shield upgrade. This rapidly oscillating kinetic obstruction of cyclonic barrier technology (CBT) are added to the ship. This should help the ship survive blasts like those that destroyed the first Normandy. Thanix cannon. The Turian designed Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic. That is interesting. Wonder if that's actually what they meant, but maybe. This Turian designed Thanix magnetic hydrodynamic cannon is now installed on the Normandy. This cannon is powerful enough to destroy a collector's ship with repeated hits.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
I didn't actually mean to get that upgrade here.
Definitely. The collector's cut.
Alright.
Shepard, what can I do for you?
Is the new Normandy giving any trouble?
Please, Shepard, I'm a Quarian. Give me a chunk of scrap metal, a circuit board, and some element zero, and I'll have it making precision jumps. I was worried about working with Cerberus engineers, but they know what they're doing, and they've been very polite.
I don't know why do you think they wouldn't know what they're doing. Cerberus doesn't tolerate failure and mistakes like that. That's one thing I will say about Cerberus. They are serious when they want something. And when they want to be advanced, they are serious about it. To the point that they will cross quite a few lines, as we've already seen. But, I mean, there we are.
How's the Normandy running?
Say what you will about Cerberus. They know how to build ships. The Normandy's running even better than before. I don't know if it can stand up to a collector attack, though. I'm researching some ideas that might help.
We've already dealt with that, Tali, remember? CBT.
Have you got time to talk?
We didn't really have time to chat while taking out Geth on Haestrom, did we? I can't believe so many people died. Thank you again for getting Rieger out alive. All for data about stars blowing up. I hope the Admiralty Board gets some use out of it.
Yeah, well, by the sound of it, they should. I didn't actually think she'd have something to say out of it after the mission. They usually don't, but then this is me recruiting her, not me having done a mission afterwards and then talking to her. Or, I mean, loyalty mission and then talking to her.
Have you heard any word about Cal Rieger? Did he survive his injuries?
He sent me a message. It looks like he'll make a full
Good.
recovery. Anytime you get a suit puncture, it's a matter of luck. Rieger got out with a relatively minor infection.
Still got an infection though, despite the fact of him quote-unquote swimming in antibiotics. Now whether he actually was or wasn't, I can't say. He's a Marine. I expect him to lie. He's a soldier. He's a dude. Let's keep it real.
Tell me about the fleet's Admiralty Board.
It's one of two major political powers among my people. The admirals make decisions related to defense or needing immediate action. They also handle major criminal charges, like treason. The other political power is the Conclave, a group of representatives from each ship. They make most of our laws and fleet decisions.
So what about the data? At least what you found so far.
Any news yet on the data you sent?
I'm not likely to hear anything for a while, or on an unsecured channel for that matter.
Yeah, I can understand those both of those points, especially that last one. Well, what do you mean unsecure channel? It's Shepard. It's the Normandy. Yeah, it's also Cerberus. Anything on Cerberus is unsecure, period.
Having any trouble settling back in on the Normandy?
I like the quiet. I miss the old faces, though. Presley, Engineer Adams, all of them. It doesn't seem right having Cerberus in charge of this ship. Are you sure working for them is the right thing to do?
Y'all keep thinking that I'm working for Cerberus. I'm working with Cerberus. They are helping me solve a problem that we all seem to have. Now, in terms of right, well, let's keep it real. They're gonna slip a knife between my ribs once they get close enough, but until then, they're gonna need me to save their lives. So no. I don't trust Cerberus.
I caught some tension back on Freedom's Progress, and again when you first came aboard. What happened between Cerberus and the Quarians?
They attacked one of our ships, the Idena. It seems they were attempting to kill or control a young human biotic who was on the fleet. I don't really know the details. I do know that Cerberus made an enemy of the Quarian people.
Interesting. Just checking something, folks. It's not directly referenced. Just by listening to that description, I'm kind of wondering if it was Jack. So they just attacked. Now, in terms of what all we have on the ship, well, I'm not aware of everything we have on the ship. Let's keep it real. I'm a part of an organization of spies. Now, whether that's temporarily or long-term, freelance or, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Salary.
Does it look like they're pulling the strings, Tally? I'm not working for them. They're working for me.
So you ordered the listening devices and tracking beacons that are all over this ship. I know you need resources to fight the Collectors, but be careful, Shepard.
Well, it's like this. It's either I do something or something gets done to the galaxy. I don't need to like these people. They know I don't like these people. They know I do like certain individuals so far, but let's keep it real. One of the best ways to lie to somebody is to give them bits of truth in that lie to make it harder to see where the lie starts and ends and where the truth starts and ends. These could very well be faces that I trust and would respect, but the point remains. The battle doesn't change. Only the players do, and at least they only change temporarily. When the Reapers come, we all gonna be fighting, regardless of what group we're in.
I fully expect them to betray us at some point, and we'll be ready.
I'm glad to hear that, Shepard. Just let me know how I can help. For now, I should get back to work. Thanks for coming by.
I don't know what'll be up with people. You trust the xenophobic people that we had to go after the first time around? No. I don't need to trust these people for us both to recognize that there's a problem we both don't like. It's not hard. It's really not hard. We don't need to trust each other. We just need to trust each other to be each other. Simple.
Commander, Legion would like to talk with you.
I trust Cerberus to be Cerberus, I trust the Quarians to be Quarians, and I trust the crew of the Normandy to be the crew of the Normandy. Very simple.
The commander's taken out more Geth than anybody. This one must be different.
Yeah, he different.
It's great to see Tali on board, Commander, just like old times. It is her, right? I mean, because with the mask, it's... never mind.
I understand. Masks, voice filters. Yeah.
I assume everything is going well up here?
Good for now. Fractured my thumb on the mute, but I think I made my point.
So, how do you think we're doing?
Well, the Normandy's not as ready as she could be. There's always more we could upgrade. And as for the crew, you'd have to ask a people person.
What do you think about the people we're picking up?
Well, about the ones you went out with last. Having Legion around is just begging for a rifle up your ass without the sweet talk. Zaid is like you, but takes checks. As long as it's not my money, we're good. It's just my opinion, though. There's really no need to go spreading it around.
That's
funny.
it
for now.
See you, Commander.
Never heard that one about Legion. That is gold. A rifle up the ass without the sweet talk. Say no lube or nothing. No stroking of the hair. 50 G's just to be able to get rid of my scars. Disgusting. Let me see. Your upgrade. Jacob's upgrade. Miranda's upgrade. Got that real early. It was for the scanners.
Commander, Legion would like to talk with you.
Tali. Grunt. Zaid didn't give you one. Kasumi didn't give you one. Jack got her upgrade for herself. Legion rifle. Garrus Thanix. Yep, they're all set. Well, folks, it's going to be the end of episode 28 of Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition on the Xbox Series X. If you folks like what you see and want to see more of me, give me a like, follow, subscribe here on YouTube or both. Drop a comment, check out some of the other playlists, share around some of the other playlists, bang the bell. Follow the links from my Twitch to get to my YouTube. Follow the links from my YouTube to get to my Twitch. And wherever you folks happen to be, have yourselves a good morning, afternoon, evening, or night. And God bless you. Catch you in the next one.